Hello, hello, my beautiful women of the world. Welcome. I am Dr. Angelika Christie, your host of the show, Your Radiant Life After 45. We speak about skills for healthy, happy, and prosperous women. I believe in a world where women are cherished and thrive because the world needs your light. And I help you discover and live your unique gift that every woman brings into this lifetime, and especially at this time in history. Your light and your gift are needed. With over 25 years of professional expertise as a naturopathic doctor, specializing in healthy aging, and as a lifestyle and relationship coach, I share my heart and knowledge with my vast personal experience. And if this sounds good to you, please be my guest here every week on this day, Saturdays at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So let's begin. I begin with an apology. I hope it will not be too noisy. I'm traveling again and I could not find a really, really quiet place. We'll see how it goes. In the last episode, I spoke about that you are the pinnacle of evolution and all of the incredible attributes you have. And I believe I also shared some things that you can do to bring peace and energy and life force into your body. And I just want to bring this just together in one or two sentences. So I think there were 5 things that we talked about. The first was the connection with your body to nature. So spend more time in nature. The connection with your body to nature, to the natural world in regard of the elements, fire, which is the sun, be out in the sunlight, air, fresh air, breathing fresh air, the earth, putting your feet into the ground and into the earth with all of its minerals that your feet pick up and bring throughout your body. And of course, water. Find a body of water, and whether it's a brook or a lake, sit by the water, put your feet into the water. So spend time in nature. Then meditate. Meditation is a beautiful tool to invite peace into your body. Be grateful. Gratitude is a marvelous antidote to stress. We all know that, right? And it is so easy to be grateful. You just bring in a thought in, think of your family, of your children, whoever you want to think of what you have and be grateful. And you can never be grateful and upset or even angry at the same time. Then please start your day by finding at least one thing, better 10 things that you are grateful for. Yes? Yes. Then take responsibility for your actions. Your actions are yours alone. My actions are mine alone. Yes, taking responsibility for your action, no matter what it is, will actually strengthen and empower you. Then don't let your past mistakes define you. The past is gone and cannot affect you anymore, unless you allow it to be brought into the present. When you go in the past and bring it by thinking about it, you just bring it right back into the present. So you don't have to do that. Don't do it. And focus on what is positive in your life and the long-term picture of what you want to create. The long-term picture is always so rewarding because we don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but we have this vision. And when you connect with that vision, it lights you up. Yes? and let go what you can't control. And then take inspired action on what you can control. So letting go what you cannot control, it doesn't make sense to get upset about it. Let it go, bless it, love it free, whatever it is. But then take action on what you can control. Forgive others. If you can imagine forgiveness as an act of love and kindness to yourself, then it should be easy. So forgive others because it benefits you the most. Okay, so here is what I want to share with you today. I want to share with you about community. Do you know that you and I are the same? Yes, we look different, and yet we are the same. We have the exact same needs and desires. Can you imagine what they are? Let me just share some with you. They include our need to be seen, our need to be witnessed, which really means that we need to be seen, to be loved, to be touched. And you know, the touching has gone so much away with COVID. We all kept such a distance from each other. And we really have to learn how to touch again, because humans thrive. You and I, we thrive when we are touched. And of course, be acknowledged. We all want to be, but need to be acknowledged and valued. Do you know where all of this happens? All of this happens in relationships with others and in community with others. So you see, we have a lot in common. We just don't always notice it. Therefore, since we so often forget, we often isolate ourselves, or we feel that we don't make the effort to connect with other people. Therefore, we feel isolated more than connected. But connection is one of the primal necessities for our growth, our sense of belonging and safety. And loneliness is one of the most common realities and tragedies, especially when a woman grows older. It is sad, because it doesn't have to be that way. You probably know loneliness has nothing to do with how many people are actually around you. It has to do with connection and with allowing to be witnessed, seen, touched, understood, celebrated, valued. Nobody knows what's going on in your heart, what's going on in your mind, what your past was, what your story is, how you feel, and how much you have suffered, or why you still suffer. You know, just a quick story about myself. After about 30 years ago, actually, after having met my soulmate, I gave up everything in my home country, which is Germany, to follow my soulmate, who is a Bahamian, to the Bahamas, where we got married in 1980. Everything was new and exciting. I felt like the star in my own fairy tale. Then I gave birth to two beautiful children. First a boy, and then a girl. And they are gorgeous. They are grown now and have their own children. My husband and I, we had it all back then. We had love, we had financial stability, and we had a beautiful family. And yet, I became increasingly lonely and even felt isolated. How is this even possible? You see, I could not share this with anybody because nobody could see that. Nobody could understand it. Why? Because I was living the life of my husband. I was Mrs. Ranford Christie, the prominent and successful attorney. I was living the dream life on the outside. So it looked to everybody. But inside myself, I started to feel more and more isolated because I could not be who I was. I had to slip in this outfit of being my husband's trophy wife. Nobody knew who I really was. So I needed to create something for myself, and I created 2 businesses from the passion I had within myself. But at that time, it was not the passion that I really had, but it was something that was fun and easy for me. I opened a children's store. I had 2 children. I saw all of these children in the Bahamas, and there was no nice store. And I came from fashion from my parents. So I knew how to buy fashion, and so it was easy for me. 12 years I did this, for 12 years, and it was so much fun. But it was not really who I was. It was a fun thing to do. And then 12 years later, I opened Radiant Health Center, a place for health and healing. Now that was much closer to my heart. While running my children's store, I studied for 5 years during countless late nights to become a healer, a nutritionist, a naturopath, and many other health and healing modalities. The oasis of health and healing helped me to create my own community. And I needed it for my sanity, for myself, so that I could feel connected and happy while I was teaching and creating circles of healing and circles of communication and studying and exploring, including Reiki. I became a Reiki master teacher and later on a relationship coach. But after 10 years, in 2009, I had to close the center due to the drop in our economy. You know what happened in 2009, but most of all, because in 2004, the island experienced 3 major hurricanes in one season, and our island was practically destroyed. I still kept it going until 2009, the drop of the economy, the world economy, gave me that last death into my chest, the dagger into my heart. So I lost my income and the place where healing and connection took place daily for my clients and myself. So then I started an online business, sitting behind my computer day after day in the virtual world that I had to learn from scratch. So my loneliness somehow came back. And my longing to step out beyond the boundaries of my country of the Bahamas, of my country of choice, to reach the world and share my gift in a bigger way became more and more pressing. You see, even though I had all the qualifications after having spent almost a decade learning from the best mentors and coaches, I still took a radical change in priorities to make my dream come true. Up to that point, everything I had created was kind of seen as a hobby because I was not in a brick and mortar business. I was sitting behind my computer. And most people around that time, they thought it was probably more of a hobby now for me and not a business anymore. And my husband said it should not really interfere with our family life. My ideas of what I wanted and bring out into the world seemed radical and unrealistic. Some in my family, including my husband, even said they are ridiculous. Do you have a person or persons in your family who tries to hold you back, maybe even instill fear into you for risking, for trying out, for moving or stepping into possibilities? It takes courage to take a stand for yourself. It takes clarity to know what you came into this lifetime to accomplish. And it may be a purpose beyond being a wife, a mother, and later a grandmother for your children's children. But who is there to understand, encourage, and support you? It's a blessing when you have somebody in your family who is your cheerleader. My youngest daughter is, and some others now. Of course, this is now much, much later, after I have established myself. But what if you don't have that? What if more people try to hold you back than encourage you to move forward? Yes, move forward because you feel this longing and a burning desire to become the best and highest self. In your heart, you feel it. In your soul, you feel it. The woman that you indeed are wants to be expressed. Your unique, gifted, unafraid, unapologetic you needs to come out at some time. Nobody will give you the permission to be that. So why are you looking for a sign or for permission to become all that you actually can be, because you already hold it within you? No, you do not need permission. But here is what you need. You need a tribe and a community to support you. And also a confidant or more, and mentors who lift you up when you slip or fall, or when you are in doubt. And a close community of like-minded friends, women, true friends, who have your back without question, without hesitation, yes, period. They stand shoulder to shoulder with you. And here are the words that give you the courage to be yourself when you are in the company of this mentor or this confidant or your friends or this community, your tribe. The words, I believe in you. You can do it. I fully support you. You are amazing. And most of all, I love you. I am here for you. And I have your back. Take a deep breath. How does that sound? Because this is how we thrive. This is what community is all about. Let me just repeat this once more so it can sink in. The words that we all need to hear. The words are, I believe in you. You can do it. I fully support you. You are amazing. And most of all, I love you. I love you so much. And I am here for you. Know that I have your back. And in today's time, right now, in this crazy world, we need community more than at any time before. We used to have it before this crazy modern life started, where we all isolated, lived in our places, maybe with a family, maybe with children, maybe with a husband, but then How many meals are you taking together? And isn't there this thing, these electronics that always interfere? So I started a new journey this year. I want to create a community of like-minded women who want more from life, to be, to do, and to have everything they desire. I want this for women entering the second part of their lives, because this is the most powerful part of life. We need a community to dream together and make our dreams happen. How would your life be different if you had all the support you want and need to create the life you want and deserve? How would your life be different if you had a support group, a tribe that had your back, that loved you without judgment and helped you become all that you dreamed about? This is not fiction, but it is reality. It can be reality once we come together. And I have this dream. And I have, because I sent this dream out to the universe, all of a sudden, I have been attracting the people who have a similar dream. And one of them is, and it has already started when I started this, this show with Win-Win Women. That was my first tribe. And I have been doing this for at least 1.5 years now. But now I want more. I want to expand it beyond the Win-Win Women platform. And it is the Golden Life Community that is going to be launched and by the very end of this year or very early next year. The Golden Life Community for women 55 and over who are lonely, single, divorced, widowed, who just feel that they don't matter anymore. Yes, you matter more now than at any time before, except of course you matter to your family if you had children and you were bringing up the children. That was a very important time in your life. But then the children go out, leave, they go out of the house. They may come to visit, but you cannot control this. So do you know where to start? Of course, we always in relationship, we must start with the relationship we have with ourselves, yes? Because your relationship with yourself is the most important and profound one you'll ever have. And it lasts your entire lifetime. It starts when you take your first breath and ends when you surrender life. You cannot leave you. So you will need to learn how to evoke your own happiness. You will get to know your soul self and your inner hero, the wisest, ageless, and most powerful force to manifest your heart's desire. I call your soul self your inner hero who empowers you to love yourself without judgment and resistance. That's where the heroic self-love comes in, because we do resist. And so we need a heroic self, our soul self, to push us through that resistance. Do you believe that love heals? Can you imagine how self-love heals yourself? We need more love, life force, energy, and happiness to be truly healthy and thrive. So that's why I invite you to become a member of the Golden Life Community. If or when you are 55 or over, 80 and over, it doesn't matter. 55 and over, you qualify. And we are there with open arms. Because we all need each other. And when we go through what is important to us, and there are so many things that are important to women at that age that you hardly find out there. You can Google all kinds of stuff, but even when you Google exercises, you see 20-year-olds exercising. That's not us. We need something that is in alignment with our values, with our core values, with where we want to go in our becoming of the golden ones, the wise ones. And our fulfillment is the greatest when we can fulfill our desires so that we can share them. Our treasure chest of wisdom and experience. Your greatest gift is still inside of you. And the journey within to discover your gift and share it and develop it within a community that stands side by side, has your back, encourages you. So we all grow together. We all thrive together. Yes? If you are more than interested and feel that today is that day to say yes to yourself, then let me know. And I'll get in touch with you with a simple invitation to become a member of the Golden Life community. Global connections, women from all over the world become to share, tell our stories, become visible again, courageous. Don't you think it's time? Yes. So let's do this together. Let's connect, let's evolve and prosper so that we all become beacons of light for our children and our family and our communities. It is time. This is the time to take inspired action. If not now, when? Now is the time. Yes. Say yes to yourself. So I enjoyed having you here with me. Thank you for spending your precious time with you. I really appreciate it. And if what you find, what I shared with you, if you find this valuable, mark your calendar for next week. Same day, same time. I can't wait to show you so much more that will give you the tools to live your most radiant life after 45. You can always contact me with any questions or comment. And here is the next step. If you want to discover and live your precious life to the fullest, I invite you to join the community, the Golden Life community of inspired women, where we all grow together, where we share our skills and help transform and break through challenges, develop new opportunities. I would love to hear from you. But this is it for today. I love you. I honor you. I cherish you. So bye-bye for now.